Good afternoon, everyone. This is Dr. Rhonda Farrell, the CEO of Global Innovation Strategies and the Success Strategist. Today, in week 3 of Spotlight on Success, we're going to be talking about 10xing the power of visionary goal setting, because it's really the art and science of setting and actioning transformative goals that can catapult businesses and lives into new realms of success. We're going to talk about 2024 and your ability and capabilities and methods that you can use to hit it out of the park, not only in this year, but for years beyond. I want to invite you to put everything that you know about visionary goal setting on the shelf for a moment and just ask you to spend a few moments today listening to some strategies about how you might rethink how you can approach this so that you can bust through any ceilings of success that you may have, so you can have a breakout 2024 and beyond. First and foremost is, so often we settle on an annual basis for 1xing our goals, 1.5xing, 2xing, right? And so I want to invite you today. I want to invite you today to 10x. And that just means leave what you've done behind, leave what you might have planned for the future on the shelf, and just rethink truly about who you are becoming, who you need to be to serve in the manner that you wish to serve, and what do you have to envision to be able to create that business, that life going forward. So first and foremost is, in the words of Simon Sinek, we need to start with why. And that's unique to each and every one of us. Well, you might say, all well and good. I have a business plan. I have my why. I have my way forward. But I'm asking you to revisit this. I'm asking you to look in your gut today to understand, are you in alignment? Are you truly doing what lights you on fire? Are you truly serving in the world in the way that is most meaningful and impactful for you? You are the only one on your unique journey. Make sure that you've got that dialed in and that you're operationalizing that every single day. And if not, we're going to talk about some ways to help you get there, to dial back into that fire in your belly, to figure out what is your why, and to fully have you explore what your impact and goals are around that area. I'm going to invite you to not only read Simon Sinek's Start With Why, because it's huge with regard to understanding yourself and then being able to leverage that knowledge and understanding and dialing that in and dialing that up to be able to serve the communities that you're most interested in serving, not only from a leading a business and leading a team, but really driving influence and impact around the globe. I'm next going to drive your attention to The Buddha and the Badass, The Secret Spiritual Art of Succeeding at Work by Vishen Lakhiani. This book is fantastic. If you've not had a chance to read it, I will take you to page 126 and a construct called the 3 most important questions. Before we get to the next tool in our toolkit, I think it would be helpful if you took a chance. You can Google this, you can get the book, but I think you'll find this powerful and igniting to your visionary goal setting session going forward. First, 3 most important questions, or 3 MIQs. The first aspect of this 3-pronged approach is called experiences. And he says, We're all here to experience all the world has to offer, not objects, not money, but experiences. So if you look in the world of our in the words of our quality gurus, with the starts with the end in mind, he's helping us to ascertain what is those experiences that we will find most sustaining to our happiness. And so we want to list in our experiences those things in our life. I will just ask you one thing that is the most important to you that you want to experience in your lifetime, and that will be the root of your superpower. The second of the three is called growth. It is growth that makes our life an endless journey of discovery. To be the person whose life has the amazing experience or experiences that you've identified in number one, how do you need to grow? And then number three is contribution. What is it that we need or want to give back from the wealth of our experiences and growth? So here's the three. Number one, experiences. What experiences do I want to have in my lifetime? Number two, to be the person who lives a life with these amazing experiences, how do I need to grow? Number three, contribution. If I had a life with these amazing experiences and had grown to this level, how do I now give back to the world that has rewarded me so much? That's the tip of the iceberg that will get us started. So again, Simon said it, start with why. That's going to give you the landscape of what we're working towards so that you can help 10x your business and your life through this visionary goal setting exercise. Number two, the Buddha and the Badass, Vishen Lakhiani, your three MIQs. Number three, you need to understand how all that now factors into your Ikigai, the art of finding meaning in life, because that's what's going to enable you to scale to 10x, is if you're living the life that's meaningful, exciting, and in alignment with all that you believe. And how can we do that is we need to bring together passion with mission, with profession, and with vocation. And so passion, how we want to offer our gifts to the world, what is going to be in alignment. Mission, those things of how we want to serve the world. Vocation, in what ways can we potentially operationalize that in the business or through other initiatives. And then professions. If we look across the industries, across the globe, across the different functional areas of a business, etc., where are we going to operationalize our one thing? What are we going to be known for? What's the thing that we're going to serve with impact to the globe that's going to be most important for us? So those three things. So that's the science and a little bit of the art, right? We need to know thyself. We need to create a construct and a framework so that we can operationalize this going forward. So start with the why, get the baseline, move to the three MIQs to really understand ourselves better across that three-pronged approach. Move to the personal Ikigai canvas, because that's going to help us understand where our target, our actual bullseye is for our one thing that we're going to be focusing on for 2024 to help us 10x our businesses and our lives. Next, as we're moving through from where we are to where we're going, especially when we're 10xing, especially when we're taking the lid off the ceiling of success that we've been experiencing or allowed us to envision before, we need some tools and techniques to be able to help us break through our plateaus. And so we have an author called Gay Hendricks who has written The Big Leap: Conquering Your Hidden Fears and Taking Your Life to the Next Level. Not only do we need to know how to conquer our fears, we need to understand how we've placed these ceilings of success on ourselves so that we can indeed meet and exceed that going forward. We want velocity in our vision. We want exponential impact. We want glorious goals. And in order to reach that, we need to be able to figure out what happens when we get to a place of uncomfortableness, how we can use that to springboard forward to our next level of success. So again, you've got the tools to help you figure out how you create the visionary goals. Now you have a tool in your toolkit to help you move forward, to help you identify when you're getting stuck, when you're getting fearful, when you've hit the ceiling and banged your head on that ceiling of success, and how you can break through. Next, once we've been able to break through, now we need additional tools to help us scale. So there's two that I'd like to drive attention to today. One is who, not how. So scaling, once you have your baseline, once you have dialed into who you are, why you're here, how you want to serve, the end game that you're wanting to reach, at least from your point, your vantage point today, and you start to take action and you start busting through your prior success ceilings, we needed a mechanism to be able to scale, because we may not have ever been yet where we're going. And so in order to do that, we need a way to craft essential teamwork, partnerships, collaborations that allow everyone to get a win. So going forward, we're looking for win, win, win. Win for the partner, win for you, and win for the communities that each of you are serving. That will be the gauge with which we look through these opportunities. The next part of this is to craft an expectation that every time we have a great new idea that's in alignment within our why, that will serve our 3 MIQs that we've stated we want to achieve in our life, we now instantly need to go to who, not how. Mr. Dan Sullivan and Dr. Benjamin Hardy. There's a tool in this toolkit called an impact filter, and it is phenomenal because it instantly helps you understand if it is in alignment with your one thing, with your why, with your 3 MIQs, and it will help you rack and stack the different initiatives that you've envisioned taking on, and it will help you get the right people on your team to help you. So it's called the Impact Filter. You can download it at strategiccoach.com/who not how. And it really says, what do you want to accomplish? What is your motivation? What difference will this make? What impact will this have? What does the completed project look like? What is the payoff? And then what specific results must be true for this project to be a success? So we're really ensuring that it aligns with everything that we've stated as most important to us in order to be most important to the impact and the ways that we want to serve going forward. And then we ask ourselves, who can help me accomplish this? And then there's more tools in this toolkit about how you qualify your who's to make sure that they will help you 10x and move forward out on your visionary goals for 2024. And then last but not least, in this actioning portion, much like I talked about in the Buddha and the Badass, as we're going through our 3 MIQs, we are becoming more every day. And so if we look at where we're at to 10x, we have to become someone different. We have to follow Pareto's rule. We have to focus on the 20% of all of the things that we can do that will bring us 80% of the successes going forward into 2024 and beyond. So to 10x, we have to leave who we were and what we've been doing behind for the most part. And we need to re-envision, we need to prune, we need to allow in those things that will help us scale. We need to leave behind and prove those things that no longer serve us. So the last tool in the toolkit to help you bust through your prior ceilings for success and 10x your life and business is an approach called 10x is easier than 2xing by Dan Sullivan and again, Dr. Benjamin Hardy. So once you get from who, not how, you have your team, you have your one thing, you have your tools for recognizing when you're hitting your head against a success ceiling, and you learn to listen to your mind, body, and physiology about, are you dialed into your target zone through the Ikigai, and you're harnessing your one thing habits. You now need every day to shed who you were before, shed your skin of who you were so that you can revel in who you are becoming and become the best you at what you do. So again, this is Dr. Ronder, the CEO of Global Innovation Strategies, the success strategist, bringing to you today 10xing the power of visionary goal setting. I hope that the session where we talked about starting with your why, going over your 3 MIQs, dialing it in to reality through Ikigai, your Ikigai canvas, the art of finding meaning and happiness in life, through using our 3 MIQs to make sure that you've identified the ways that you want to offer impact, the ways you need to grow, and then how are you going to give back through that impact and growth. Then on to the big leap where you're busting through your success ceiling, on to who, not how, where you're delegating de jour, and finally into continuously bookending your day with what you're going to be doing, how did you do, and who, what do you need to let go of to be able to invite in and live a 10x life to scale your business, your team, your global impact in 2024 and beyond. Please visit us at www.gblInnovstratllc.com so we can help you 10x your business and your life.